Hello and welcome to our final Facebook Live video test, which we do on Facebook Live, but not on the YouTube, because YouTube is different, isn't it? And we don't test there because YouTube kind of works where Facebook sometimes doesn't. So we do these little tests, we get everything right, we do the thing, and so we're live and looking at you, and I'd like to have you send up hearts and emojis because they make me feel so good. Tonight I thought I would again play a song of my own writing. I grew up in Los Angeles, California, near Pico and La Cienega, actually, and it's a great city back when I grew up, a great city, unique in every way, and they have spent every waking minute lately trying not to have it be unique and tear down everything that's wonderful about it. But when I was growing up, I remember vividly my parents taking me to the Paramount Theater in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard, to see the Martin and Lewis movie Pardners in VistaVision, and loved the movie. And afterwards, and the Paramount is now the El Capitan, where Disney shows its movies. But after the movie, we walked, my brother and myself and my parents walked across the street, and they took me for the very first time to a place called C.C. Brown's, which was already, even then, old, had been there since 1920 something or 17, or it was a very old establishment. And I had my first C.C. Brown's Hot Fudge Sundae, life changer, ladies and gentlemen. And then, I went sporadically over the years, but it wasn't until the 80s that I became a total regular there. And by regular, I mean I went there 5 or 6 times a week. I took hundreds of people there. The Schumachers who ran it became like family to me. I watched their kids who worked there grow up and become beautiful adults. And then the father passed away, and there was no heart in it, basically. They kept it open for another 2 or 3 years. And I remember I was in New York producing 2 or 3 albums at once. And I got a call on my machine at home in LA saying, from Heidi Schumacher, saying they were closing. And I was being invited to the final day, and then the next day to the private party for their best customers. So I have to tell you, I put all those recordings on hold and flew back home. And I went to the final day and had a Hot Fudge Sundae, and then I went to the private party on the Sunday and had my last C.C. Brown's Hot Fudge Sundae in that establishment. But I stayed close with the family, and they at that point were selling online, and I sent them the Kritzer books because I wrote about C.C. Brown's in them. And so it was just a wonderful, wonderful place that I miss terribly, even though it's still around, and you can have it at Lowry's, home of the prime rib. They bought it, and Tam O'Shanter. But anyway, I wrote a musical review, or I created a musical review and wrote some of it, called LA Now and Then several years ago. And the first song I wrote for it was C.C. Brown's. So I would like to do that for you now, if you don't mind. Sunday, always made for a perfect ending to the end of a perfect evening, and the world would be so much sweeter, and we thought it would always be there at the end of those perfect evenings. C.C. Brown's. C.C. Brown's. Just a scoop of vanilla ice cream with some whipped cream cream and toasted almonds, and that little ceramic pitcher filled with hot fudge that you would pour on. It was simple and pure and perfect. It was art in a silver cup at C.C. Brown. Why can't things we love just last forever? How can things we love just up and disappear in an instant, part of history gone that we will never get to have again? It's lost to time, lost to time. Time moves on, things move on. C.C. Brown's 90 years worth of hot fudge sundaes. It was there through the good and bad times. It was there for those special moments. It was there like a friend you count on. Now it's just something in our memories, just the stuff that our dreams are made of. C.C. Brown's, C.C. Brown's, C.C. Boy, I could go for one now. And you know, they still sell them. They're not as good, but they still sell them at Lowry's, home of the prime rib, and also their sister restaurant, Tam O and Shanter. So if you need a C.C. Brown's fix, you don't get the little ceramic pitcher anymore, but they are delicious. So anyway, we're real excited about the show. It's in just a little bit on Sunday, tomorrow, I think. Is tomorrow Sunday? I have no idea anymore. But we'll do the show. It's at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I have lost my sanity, folks. It's 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll be here at either of those times, and perhaps in the middle. But we hope you'll join us. It's a really fun show. We have an incredible cast. So we'll see you Sunday. Bye.